I could not snag a regular flight back home for the holiday, so I had no choice but to book first class. The moment I found my seat, I saw a brat bouncing all over it. I patiently smiled and said, "Hey there, little one, this is my seat. Where's yours?" He made a face at me. "It's mine now, you old hag." I grabbed his collar, intending to lift him off the seat. Just then, a shrill female voice shrieked from behind me. "What are you doing? Let go of my son." I released him, keeping my voice as gentle as possible. "Please, control your child. This is my seat." Her volume abruptly escalated. "Hess, just a child. Cannot you, an adult, just let it go? You are all dressed up and look decent enough, but you have no compassion." Her twisted version of the truth made me laugh, but it was a cold, angry laugh. "If you are so compassionate, why could not you afford a first-class ticket for your child?" Seeing that I would not give up the seat, the brat's mother pointed a finger at me, lecturing. "Even my son knows about respecting elders and caring for the young, but you are arguing with a child over a seat. What's a selfish person like you doing in first class? You are an insult to the other passengers here." I was about to call a flight attendant, but she pressed the call button first, then imperiously waved at the chief flight attendant who rushed over. "Chief flight attendant, I want to file a complaint. How can your airline let just anyone into first class? This woman, she not only snatched my son's seat, she assaulted him. I demand you kick her off this plane immediately." Mrs. Davies, the chief flight attendant, maintained a professional smile, but a hint of impatience flickered in her eyes. "Ladies, the plane is about to begin its takeoff procedures. Please return to your seats and fasten your seatbelts. We can discuss any issues once we re-airborne and stable." "All right." I was about to nod and sit down, but the woman behind me beat me to it. She shoved her son into my seat and buckled him in. "Discuss. Therese, nothing to discuss. She's an adult, and she attacked my son over a seat, scaring him. This is not over." I was almost laughing again at her shamelessness. When did I attack anyone? I didn't even touch a single hair on his head from start to finish. The surveillance cameras can prove it, and this is my seat. I paid for it. I turned to Mrs. Davies, forcing down my anger. "Chief flight attendant, this is my seat. Please make her and her child leave." Mrs. Davies just opened her mouth to speak. But the woman raised a hand, signaling Mrs. Davies to shut up, then yelled at me. "You have the nerve to say that? Didn't your family teach you any manners? Do you even know how to write, respecting elders and caring for the young? My son is only 4 years old. Cannot you show a little class and just give up the seat? What's the big deal?" All eyes in the cabin turned to me, filled with scrutiny and blame. I could not be bothered to argue with her any longer. I directly pulled out my ID and boarding pass from my bag and showed them to Mrs. Davies. "Excuse me, but I paid $12,000 for this first-class ticket. My name is clearly written in black and white on the ticket. I paid for this service, so why should I give it to an ill-mannered brat? I could absolutely file a complaint against you. Why aren't you verifying boarding passes before letting just anyone come in and take seats? This is a serious lapse in your work." Mrs. Davies' face went completely ashen. She knew the seriousness of the situation. She quickly turned to the woman, offering a placating smile. "Ma'am, I am truly sorry. How about you take your child back to your own seat for now? The plane is about to take off, and safety comes first." The woman scoffed, pulled out her phone, opened her electronic ticket, and shoved it right in Mrs. Davies' face. "Look closely. This seat, 1A, whose name is on it. My husband bought this ticket for me. How could it be wrong? I was giving you a chance to back down gracefully, but you chose to make a fool of yourself." Mrs. Davies stared at it, and her face grew even stranger. My heart sank, and I immediately pulled out my own phone, opening my booking app. However, the moment I saw the electronic ticket information, I froze. Under seat number 1A, a completely unfamiliar name was displayed. Tiffany Gao. But I had definitely used my own account, my own card, and paid a solid $12,000. What in the world was going on? "Please, check the airline's back-end system again." I took a deep breath, forcing myself to calm down, and handed my phone to the bewildered chief flight attendant. Mrs. Davies took the phone, then looked at Tiffany's ticket, her face etched with difficulty. She contacted ground staff via internal comms. A few seconds later, she looked up, her gaze complex. "Ma'am, the system indeed shows Miss Tiffany's name." Tiffany let out a harsh, triumphant cackle, looking at me smugly, shocked. "Arn, TU, let me tell you, this is an employee family ticket my husband got for me. My husband is the captain of this very flight, Julian Gu. I was being nice earlier, not wanting to expose you for occupying the seat, but now you are digging your own grave, and I am more than happy to help you finish." She deliberately raised her voice, ensuring everyone in first class could hear. My entire world imploded. Julian Gu, was not he my husband of 5 years? And who was this arrogant woman in front of me?